Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Duggar News. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jinger Duggar sat in her cozy Los Angeles living room, sunlight streaming through the windows as she sipped a cup of chamomile tea. Her phone buzzed incessantly with notifications, but she ignored them for the moment, focusing instead on gathering her thoughts. The past few weeks have been a whirlwind of media attention, largely due to the release of the controversial documentary Shiny Happy People. The series, which delved into the inner workings of her family and their connections to the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IVLP, had ignited a firestorm of public scrutiny. Jinger had been noticeably absent from the documentary, a decision that had left many fans puzzled and critics speculating. Today, she decided to address the matter head-on. With a deep breath, she opened her laptop and began typing a heartfelt blog post, explaining her reasons for staying out of the spotlight this time. "Hello, everyone," she began. "I've received many messages asking why I chose not to participate in the documentary Shiny Happy People. I want to take this opportunity to share my thoughts and feelings with you all." Jinger paused, remembering the countless nights she and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, had spent discussing the potential fallout from the documentary. The IVLP had played a significant role in her upbringing, shaping her beliefs, values, and fears. But as she grew older, she began to see cracks in the seemingly perfect facade. The decision not to appear in Shiny Happy People was not made lightly. Jinger continued, "I've spent a considerable amount of time reflecting on my past and how it has influenced the person I am today. While I understand the importance of shedding light on the issues within the IVLP and the need for accountability, I'd also have to consider my personal journey and mental well-being." The documentary had promised an unflinching look at the Duggar family's adherence to the teachings of Bill Gothard, the founder of the IVLP, who had faced numerous allegations of sexual misconduct and abuse of power. Jinger knew that participating would mean revisiting painful memories and potentially straining relationships with family members who remained steadfastly loyal to the organization. "One of the primary reasons I decided not to participate was fear," Jinger admitted in her post. "Fear of reopening old wounds, fear of the backlash from speaking out, and fear of causing further division within my family. These fears are not easy to overcome, and I hope you can understand the difficult position I find myself in." She thought back to her childhood, the rigid rules, the constant monitoring, and the pressure to conform. Even now, as an adult living thousands of miles away from her Arkansas roots, the shadows of those years still haunted her. Sharing her story publicly could help others, but it also meant exposing herself to a maelstrom of criticism and judgment. "Jeremy and I have worked hard to build a new life, one that allows us to grow and evolve away from the constraints of my upbringing," Jinger wrote. "We have embraced a different set of values and are raising our children in a more open and supportive environment." Participating in the documentary felt like taking a step back rather than moving forward. As she typed, Jinger felt a mixture of relief and anxiety. She knew that her explanation would not satisfy everyone and that some might accuse her of hiding from the truth or protecting her family's reputation. But she also knew that being honest about her fears was the only way to truly move forward. "The experiences I had growing up have undoubtedly shaped me, but they do not define me," she concluded. "I hope that by sharing my reasons, you can see that this was not an easy decision, and it comes from a place of wanting to protect my mental health and continue on a path of healing." Jinger hit publish and sat back, the weight of her words settling over her like a blanket. She glanced at Jeremy, who had been quietly supportive throughout her writing process. He gave her a reassuring nod, and she felt a flicker of hope. As the post began to circulate, reactions poured in. Many fans expressed understanding and support, appreciating her honesty and the difficult position she was in. Others, however, were less forgiving, demanding answers and accusing her of complicity. Jinger knew this was inevitable, but she took comfort in knowing she had finally spoken her truth. In the days that followed, Jinger continued to engage with her followers, addressing their questions and sharing more about her journey. She appeared on a few talk shows, carefully choosing those where she felt her voice would be respected. Through it all, she remained steadfast in her commitment to move forward on her own terms.